Welcome to Jazz Guitar Weekly, the free jazz guitar lessons every single Monday, full of quick tips to help you improve your jazz guitar playing right away. Sign up for the free newsletter with weekly lessons at www.jazzguitarguide.com/email. This week's chord of the week is a C7 sharp 9 chord. So, this is a rootless chord, and we play it with, it's built with the 5th on the bottom, then the 3rd, the flat 7th, and the sharp 9. What I like to do to play that is my middle finger on the 5th, pointer finger on the 3rd, ring finger on the flat 7, pinky finger on the sharp 9. Okay? And with this chord, I'm picturing the root on the 5th string, which we're not playing, but it is lining up with my pointer, my middle finger there. So as I move this around, whatever note is on the 5th string kind of lines up with my middle finger is what chord I'm playing. So I could have an E flat 7 sharp 9. I could have an F 7 sharp 9. I could have an A flat 7 sharp 9. I could have a D 7 sharp 9. It just depends on what chord, what note is right there on the 5th string, not being played but lining up with my middle finger. So to put this in a 2-5-1 progression, this is going to function as the 5 chord. So I'm going to play G minor 7, you'll probably remember from last week, C7 sharp 9, and then I'm going to actually move to an F6-9 chord. I almost slipped up and played F major 7. That would have been last week's 2-5-1. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I've taken an F major 7 and I'm leaving the root out so I can catch the 9, and then I'm lowering the 7 to become a 6. Right, and that gives us kind of an interesting, a little bit more open sound. Right, still is functioning as the 1 chord, but a little more color, a little more interest there. So, to solo over this chord, I'm using a diminished, and it kind of works like this. Finger patterning for this is very interesting, because it always is 3 notes on a string, and it alternates between pointer, middle, pinky, pointer, ring, pinky. It always is alternating. And sometimes we have to shift our hand to make the intervals line up correctly. And what we have, the way I'm analyzing it because of how we're using it, is we have a root, we have a flat 2 or flat 9, we have a sharp 2 or a sharp 9, a 3, a sharp 4 or sharp 11, a 5, a 6, a flat 7, and a root. And I just went in ahead and added the rest of it, because it's a good pattern to get used to being able to play, and it's something you'll be able to move around the neck and play on different dominant 7th chords. For a 2-5-1 line, we have a G minor 7 going to a C7 sharp 9, coming down, going down to the 7 of the F, going into an arpeggio, 6, 7, root 6. Right. For a nice little 2-5-1 line that nicely kind of outlines these changes. Have fun with that, and we'll catch you in the next lesson.